And I think we are live, Paula.
Are we? Really? Are we on?
Yeah,
If anybody's out there, anybody, please let us know. Let us know that we're actually not just talking to ourselves and we are talking to somebody on Facebook and YouTube. Hi, everyone. I am Paula.
and I am Shane, and we're the artistic directors of the American Company of Irish Dance.
We have lots to tell you and to chat about, but first we want to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day. It's almost over on our side of the world, but for all of our friends in America and beyond, the day is only halfway through for you. So we hope it's a great day. We hope you are blaring out those trad tunes and dancing unapologetically around your kitchen at the moment. We'll be, in a few minutes, we'll be joined by two of our original cast members. Excuse me. So, but before we bring them on, we just have a couple of official announcements that we would like to make. So one of those, without further ado, sorry, Shane, I will stop talking in a little bit and I'll let you speak. I'm so excited. So one of those, Amco is now starting its search for more dancers. So this is your official call to stage, everybody. So as of right now, we are accepting auditions from Irish dancers. If you're a professional Irish dancer or an aspiring Irish dancer, the only prerequisites that we have is that you're over 18, that you're an open level championship dancer, and that you're from or reside in North America. So Shane will give you some specifics a little bit later on how to get in touch with us and where to send your CVs and your videotapes. So we are going to be casting later this year. So yeah, the lines are open. Get in touch with us. We have lots going on. We are working away like beavers in the background to be completely ready for when we are COVID free. Yeah, you're not going to want to miss what we have in store. Sorry, Shane. I'll take a breath and stop talking and I will let you speak.
It's okay, you've got a wonderful voice. I'd like to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day as well. I hope you've all been having hoolies around your sitting rooms all day and just enjoying the day wherever you are in the world. As Paula said, we are on the lookout for dancers to join our company. We already have some of our cast members who are going to be joining us soon, but we're looking for new dancers who are interested in becoming professionals with our company. For those of you who haven't heard about Amco before, the company is a non-for-profit company. So the mission is to increase awareness and appreciation of traditional and progressive Irish dance, and to continue, I suppose, to elevate Irish dance as an art form through its shows and productions. Over the next years, who knows how long, we're going to be producing events, stage shows, which we hope to put Irish dance out there for everyone to see and enjoy in our thrilling shows. This company is different from others, even ones that Paula and I have worked with before, because at the core, its essence is really about the dancers and the dance and how to promote Irish dance to the wider audience. We all know, if you're in the Irish dance world, that there's so much talent out there. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of space for dancers to get out there and show what they can do. So we're really looking forward to this being a platform to dancers to get out there and really share what they've been working on for their whole lives. So in order for a non-profit to work, it really depends on sponsorships, donors, and funding. And one thing that we're really, really excited to announce today on St. Patrick's Day is that the American Company of Irish Dance has been awarded an annual funding of $75,000 from the Greater Milwaukee Foundation's Bill Borchard Larson Fund.
Yeah.
You can just imagine how exciting this is for the company to help us achieve our goals. We've got so many plans for the future and we're really full steam ahead, as Paula said. And if you are interested in finding out about how you can support the company, please get in touch with our board at info@amcoirishdance.org or head over to our website, amcoirishdance.org.
Yeah, and I'll interject there, Shane, just touching on what Shane said. The American Company of Irish Dance has a dedicated board of members who volunteer their time and services and work extremely hard. And at the helm of this board is the president, Joan Rudnitsky, who has been instrumental in keeping this company alive and its mission true. So just to say a big hello to Joan and the board who are watching. So yeah, we would really love to now introduce two of our original cast members. So we have Michaela Fernandes and Michael Robertson with us. So Michaela and Michael, hi you guys, are you there? Look at modern technology. Isn't that brilliant?
There now, everyone.
So Michaela is from Toronto in Canada, and Michael is from Arkansas in the US. And these guys were part of our dream team back, was it 2014, Shane, when we first started auditioning for Amco.
Yes.
But so thank you guys so much for coming on with us today. Just have a couple of questions that we want to ask you that we think dancers would be really interested in hearing from you and hearing about your experience. Michaela, I'll go to you first if that's okay. Look, as we all know, it has been a tough time for everybody, and dancers are no exception to that fact. Can you, from your experience, tell us what life has been like as an Irish dancer through this pandemic the last year?
Yeah, it's been kind of a whirlwind. Much of it has actually, like, I have been dancing, which has been so wonderful, and mostly in my living room, outside a little bit, in studios when I can. But I've just been really keeping up training the best I can, and it's such a huge part of who I am. So I think that's been wonderful, and seeing that, so many places from even across the world are now offering virtual. That's something that we never had an opportunity to do before. And so I think that's been a blessing, and it's been really wonderful to stay dancing in some shape or form.
Thank you, Michaela. Michael, we want to ask you the same question. How has it been, and how have you coped through this uncertain time?
It's been tough. It goes in waves. Starting off, like a lot of artists, I was on a contract when COVID started and found myself away from home without a job and like a new 6-month lease to ride out. So there was a lot of confusion at the start. But luckily, as it progressed, I got back home where at least I had a safety net to figure things out. And then I started finding dance again back at home. Started off dancing on the porch, bought a board, danced on the board, ended up designating a room for dance shortly after. And now it almost feels like kind of back to normal as far as feeling inspired and motivated to train and practice and hope and dream forward.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say, Michael, that like having this time to kind of, be at home, have time to think, do you think that maybe that brought out maybe more creativity within you, and that came out maybe in your dancing as you were at home?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. It started off with just Irish dance as being kind of my outlet, trying to be more creative since I was on an Irish dance contract before. But then that started kind of bleeding into all the other styles of dance that I'm interested in. And of course, with the new virtual performance platform that seems to be growing in popularity, I ended up starting to work on producing videos in tap dance and modern dance and just anything that interested me at the time. It's very easy to find public spaces that are relatively deserted now and imagining what you can create in those spaces, which has been eye-opening and kind of fun.
Cool.
Michaela, I suppose, have you had to think about things differently for this? Has this downtime, let's call it, had any upside for you?
Yeah, I love that question, because I think in a pretty like dramatic shift, I think when COVID first happened, it was a giant kind of like reality check and perspective shift for me, and realizing what's important. And for me, having so much introspective time, as a dancer, I've really been able to find some clarity on, you know, questions like, who do I want to be as a dancer? What do I want to create? You know, what resonates with me and what doesn't, and being really clear on that within myself, which I think if I link that to performance, it's really important, because I think when you're on stage and you're sharing with an audience, like, you are an individual first, and knowing who you are and having that awareness, you know, from there, and then going to inhabit a character or tell a story, you know, audience members connect with you. And even if everyone's doing the same choreography, each person has their own unique gift. So I think during COVID, being able to really tune into myself as a person has been really helpful and important.
Yeah,
That's because it's so, like, everything you said there, it's so important, and it feels like that you, even just as you said, being a little bit more introspective and having to think about things more, you now will be able to bring so much more to your performance. And Michael, even what you were saying, like, you're trying loads of different things, and I suppose it might be a good thing for people to think like that as well. Even though we're still stuck, and we're going to be stuck for another little while, it's really good to try and think outside of the box. And because I think dancers are feeling stuck, and, you know, I'm sure you guys got the, let's call it, quote unquote, memo that was put out, you know, try a different avenue. Like, no, we're dancers. We have trained our whole lives in this. And dancers are some of the hardest working people. And then to be told that, well, no, you probably can't do that for quite a while. That's okay. We get it. But I think what you guys are doing is great, because you're broadening your horizons. Like, Michael, with your videos, I've seen your stuff on Instagram, and it's so brilliant, like your exploration of dance and different styles. And then Michaela, I hope you don't mind me saying, like, was it a couple of weeks ago, I was scrolling through my Instagram and this amazing painting came up, and then I looked and I went, that's Michaela's. What? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, you know, it kind of just came out of myself having a whole load more time, and not really being run off my feet as I was pre-COVID times, and painting and being just creative in general, which I think a lot of artists have. And I think many of us are multifaceted, and we have so many artistic talents that maybe we haven't even explored. And it was always just something in the back of my mind that I knew I might like and resonate with, but I never really gave myself the time. So that's another upside to what has happened during this time for me, is just allowing myself that exploration. And I think for dancers too, if you can find other ways also to be creative, and dance whatever really piques your interest, I think it's wonderful.
I think it's important, like, to just keep inspiring yourself in whatever way you can, and just to keep reminding yourself as well, even on those days where you wake up and you're like, oh no, what's going to happen? Well, where are we going to go with this? Just keep reminding yourself, no, come on, go get up and do something. And even as the two of you are talking there about dance and performance, and I think Michaela just mentioned the word stage, and immediately I kind of felt that feeling of stage. And like, I think every single dancer has been working so hard on Zoom and online and everything. And I cannot wait to see what happens when the stages do open and dancers are just out there and giving everything they've got. Michael, do you have anything to say on that, about like looking to the future? Like, how will it be, like a ball of energy just bursting onto the stage, or how do you see it coming about?
I think there's a great appreciation for the stage. And so I would hope that all that energy comes out, but if nothing else, the camaraderie and the passion that should exude from the dancers, and hopefully the audience can see it, but even without the audience, the cast, you know, whatever cast it is, the gratitude to be together again and work together and create together. I've been fortunate to have a couple opportunities to work with some other artists just this past 2 weeks. They're starting to allow small performances. And I've never felt like so in step with a cast than, you know, these small ragtag casts that we can throw together based on who can travel, you know, who's vaccinated, all these different criteria. But it's just so great to get together, because it's unspoken. We're not telling each other like, wow, I really appreciate you because you're the first person I've seen in a year. You know, we love that we're dancing. We love that we're all, in a sense, taking the risk, even though like we're all going through the precautions to be safe. But we're pioneering. Again, it's like opening the stages once more. And what can we do? How can we be safe? And how can we do it again and make it better every time?
I think that's it. The appreciation that everybody is going to have, not just for dance, but for each other. Like it's just, yeah, it won't need to be spoken in words. It will just come out on the stage. I think audiences are really, I think they're going to see a level that they possibly haven't seen before, because not alone, like everybody's so eager to get back to theatres to see stuff, but the performers are so eager to get back to perform. It's just going to be, I think it's going to be on another level. I think people are really just going to be kind of blown away. All of us, performers, the people going to theatre, all that kind of stuff. I've one more question for. Go ahead, Shane.
Just for people who are just joining us now, because I'm just watching and seeing that people are logging on. If you have any questions, just pop it in the comments. We're so happy to see you. We're hope you are as excited as we are. And if you want to leave any questions into the comments, we can answer it now or later on when this video is on. But yeah, go on, Paula. Sorry, I interrupted you there.
No, sorry. Just before we let the guys go and enjoy the rest of their St. Patrick's Day, I've a question that I want to put to you both. So taking, I suppose, what you have learned from the last 12 months, what you've experienced in the last 12 months, what you've had to go through and are still going through and come through a little bit. Do you have any tips? Do you have any advice for dancers that might be just struggling a little bit right now? Because even though, we're 12 months on, as I said, we're still not there. We still have a little bit to go before we're safe and COVID-free and all the rest of it. Have you any little nuggets or tips or advice that you can give to dancers? Michaela?
Yeah. First, I would just say you're not alone. Even if it feels like that, or maybe the emotions and the feelings are so unfamiliar to maybe how we felt before, you are not alone. So many people are experiencing this around the world. And I think something that's helped me is flipping the script a little bit and thinking, how can dance be there for me? So whether I need to, if something's happened and I need to express myself or kind of get it out through movement, I think having that there as a tool to kind of get through what we're experiencing has been really helpful. And just staying connected to why you love it so much, that inner passion is, irrespective of all the external things that can happen. I think staying with that is going to get everyone through.
Amazing. Yeah. Michael, what about you? Do you have anything that, I don't know, helped you through the last year and that you can pass on to people?
Yeah, I think that, as I said, it's been kind of a wild ride up and down, but what's helped it feel like it's kind of always going up and getting better is re-engaging with the connections that you have in the dance community. I think a lot of us were afraid of losing our physical skills and dance aptitude. So we hit the studio as hard as we could, and we started training every day at home. But that kind of isolated us further. I started feeling like I was losing a little bit of inspiration. Like I could go in and do, trebles and break a sweat every day. But in the end, like what helped me the most was finding another creative community or reconnecting with an old creative community, so that, I knew what I was working for. Because at this point, and wanting to do professional shows for, the long haul, the reason you do it isn't necessarily just for the technical ability of dance. It's the connections you've made and wanting to see people that you're only ever going to see on stage and rehearsal again and again. So keeping those connections strong and building new connections, I think is probably the best way forward here. We're all dancing. We've got that. Talk to some friends, make new ones.
And we can't wait to have you dancing with our company, with Amco, as soon as it allows. We actually had a question there from somebody asking, like, how are we going to work with the company over the next 6 months, and what's the plans to get us going? And I'm not sure if you're watching or if you've seen the video that we released earlier on today, but we're going to be showing it at the end of this video as well. But we actually got together and we did a collaboration video with our company members, done completely remotely online. It was, yeah, and it turned out great. So we're going to be showing that at the end as well.
And of course, Michael and Michaela are part of that video. It looks great, guys, doesn't it? Oh my God, really.
The next few months we'll be building more into that and building for the productions that will be happening in whenever we can, as soon as COVID allows.
Yeah. Well, I think Michael and Michaela, we will let you go and enjoy your day. So thank you so much for joining us. And again, people who have just started watching, stay tuned because we will be showing the video that that Michael and Michaela are featured in at the end of Shane and myself rambling for another little while. Well, it won't be too long, promise. We'll keep it brief. We'll keep it brief. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Really wise and honest words and some lovely tips of advice for dancers going forward in the next couple of months. So thank you so much. And enjoy your St. Patrick's Day. We can't wait to see you in person.
Thank you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
So yes, to recap a little bit, Shane. So our announcements on our casting call. So we want people to send in their auditions and their videos. Do you have some info actually on where people can send stuff, Shane?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you're a dancer and you're interested in maybe becoming part of the company in the future, or even just if you want to hear about what we're doing, you can go to our website at amcoirishdance.org. If you do want to audition, you can send your CV, your resume, your dance videos to auditions with an S at the end, auditions@amcoirishdance.org. We're doing a call out for all dancers in North America at the moment. Open, level, or equivalent. I think that was it. If you're interested in anything about the company, you can follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, or just by going to our website, amcoirishdance.org.
Yeah, and we will continue to work and create something that will get you all racing back to the theatres when the time comes. And of course, a platform for Irish dancers who are some of the hardest working people in the world. So we will have a platform for them to learn and to showcase their amazing talents. So hang tight, everybody. Keep working. And yeah, we're going to have some great stuff at the end of this.
To recap as well, the company, if you were just joining us, it's a non-profit, but for professional Irish dancers. So the aim is to have touring productions as soon as it's safe to do so. So yeah, we're working way behind the scenes. We've got lots coming up in the next couple of months. So stay tuned to Amco, and we look forward to sharing with you.
Shane, I have before we wrap it up, it's just coming to mind. Somebody asked me, we were talking about non-profit, and because this is the first non-profit that we have been involved in, and a dancer said to me, because it's a non-profit dance company, does it mean that the dancers don't get paid? No, of course you get paid. A non-profit, it relies on sponsorship and donors and funding and stuff like that, but it is a paid company. So the dancers that come to us, you are all paid. So right. It just came to mind. Somebody asked it, and it's a valid question when you don't know about a non-profit. So rest assured.
Yeah, we want to give Irish dancers a career in dance, not anything less than that. So we're really excited. We can't wait to share it with you. I think that's all the news we have for now.
Great. But we do have a video to show everybody. Our video before Shane tees it up, it's about staying connected. So that is what we wanted to portray in this video. And again, it was done virtually with 9 of our original cast members. And thank you to all of those cast members that that gave their time so freely, and it was really great to be able to do something with you guys again, and said we can't wait to get back in person. But it's about staying connected, and what we want to get across to people is to stay connected. Michael said it beautifully there, that it's not just about the dance, it's the connection to people. Keep that connection, keep motivated in yourself, and keep dancing.
Keep dancing, and happy St. Patrick's Day as well.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love it.
Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and we shall see you soon.
Bye.